My favorite cameras. Let me tell you more about this after the intro. What's up guys, Dan Frullani here and welcome back to a new video. These three cameras I'm gonna mention are my favorite ones. They're not the best cameras in the world, but in their price range, in my opinion, they're the best ones. We're talking about the Sony ZV-E1, the Canon R8, and the Osmo Pocket 3. Do I need all three? Do you need to buy three cameras to be able to make videos? It depends. So many people could argue that if I have an Osmo Pocket 3, I can do pretty much everything with it. I won't need any other camera. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe. But actually, it's not like this, because it always depends on what I have to do and what I want to do. It depends on the kind of video. For example, if I want to make a cinematic vlog, yes, the Osmo Pocket 3 is good to a certain extent, because there's no doubt its quality is just great, and we're just having some great time.
I already know better. 24K got nothing on me. Make you want it forever. Try to play a game, but you don't play for keeps. Messing with a girl from the east side, yeah. Kinda love you, wanna build your dreams on, yeah. But I already know better. I'm a go-getter and I got.
And if we need slow motion, 120 frames per second in 4K, it's just amazing.
Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that, give me that, give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse.
But where is its flaw that I would not use it to make everything I need to make in terms of videos? Well, the Osmo Pocket 3 can only be used at one focal length, or two, let's say, if we count this tiny little lens here that makes it possible for us to switch from like 20 something to 15 or 16 millimeters here. But besides that, we'll never be able to get shots like we would with a 35, 50 or 85 millimeters, which is something we can definitely do with my other cameras, with the other cameras I mentioned in this video, like the Sony ZV-E1 and the Canon R8. So let's say if I need something more cinematic and more flexibility in terms of field of view, blurry background, and at the same time being able to maintain a vlogging style, I would definitely go for the Canon R8 with a wide angle lens or with a zoom lens. For example, if I use the 16 to 35 millimeters f2.8 with the adapter, or the 15-35 millimeters RF. Hey Michael,
What?
do you know where we're going?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Alright, let's go. I'm using nothing but the Canon R8 with the Rode Vita microphone on top of it and nothing else. I mean, of course, I'm using the lens, the 16 to 35 millimeters f2.8 with the adapter and an ND filter. Otherwise, it would be impossible to keep the aperture all the way down to f2.8, like right now, for example. Again, hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy already. I'm pretty sure I could do a lot. Not everything, but a lot with the Canon R8. But then for slow motion, if I need some slow motion, the Canon R8 gives me only the possibility to shoot 120 frames per second in 1080.
Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly.
Yes, there is 4K 60 and 4K.
Taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights. I've got to run this show. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights.
but it's not the same. If I need 4K 120, I need 4K 120. The Canon R8 also offers me some decent stabilization electronic. It doesn't have IBIS, but it's pretty good. So also for the vlogging parts, and if I want to walk around with it, it's no big deal. I'm good to go. Now, stabilization off.
All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Now, stabilization on.
Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take
Enhanced stabilization on.
lights. I love the way we vibe. You're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's what I see. You got what I need.
The Sony ZV-E1, which is actually a camera conceived for vloggers. I would not use it for vlogging. It's mostly because of its stabilization. Let me explain. The stabilization of the Sony ZV-E1 is pretty good. Yes, indeed, it is. But thing is, it crops. Not much, I mean, yes, pretty much. If you want to shoot a wide shot, it has to be as wide as possible. So why do we have to crop it? So I wouldn't use it for vlogging, but if I want 120 frames per second slow motion with some incredible lens or some portrait shots or interview shots with a 3D pop, well then the Sony ZV-E1 is my only option, my only way to go.
I put that record on and suddenly I'm on the stage. I wear my t-shirt like Bella Grace, a glamour page. Don't take a lot to get me out my head when
I'm using the three of them besides my other cameras like the R6, the 90D and others that I use also for work. But these three, the Canon R8, Sony ZV-E1 and Osmo Pocket 3 are definitely my go-to cameras, and I choose one of them real fast or two of them, not more than two, but usually I just carry one with me and I choose according to what I have to do exactly. Like now for this video, I'm using only the Osmo Pocket 3. It's pretty good. Stabilization is great. It's basically a gimbal with a camera in the middle like this. It's a gimbal. So I'm pretty sure that whatever I do, it just follows without problems, without shaking or anything. I use D-Log that allows me to have much flexibility in post to color grade the way I want, and very wide. If I don't want it this wide, I just take off this extra lens. And if I have to control the shutter speed manually, or at least I don't want some crazy shutter speed when there's so much light like now, I can use an ND filter, like, excuse me, and try to do everything with. And here it is, I just put the ND filter on, so now the shutter speed is more likely to be 1/50th of a second instead of some crazy number. And the blur in the movement is definitely more natural. So if I don't use the Osmo Pocket 3 for everything, it's definitely not because it doesn't look cinematic and because of the shutter speed, because I can fix that, as you can see, no problem at all. So it's not for the colors because there is D-Log and I can do pretty much anything I want with the footage. Very versatile, very awesome. All right, so what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and check the links in the description to see all my gear stuff and things, my gear. And check the link to Artlist if you want 2 months of awesome music, great sound effects, voiceovers, and a lot of things. 2 months for free. You should subscribe to an annual plan through my link. The Osmo Pocket 3 is the only camera I bring with me when I have to make videos with my wife for our other channel, the Frullanis, where we talk about food and our experiences and everything, and that's all we need. Even though sometimes I like to add some B-roll with different cameras, but mainly I do everything for that channel, everything with the Osmo Pocket 3. And also when I want to enter a supermarket or a store, a low profile, the Osmo Pocket 3 is all I bring with me. Also now, I didn't bring any other camera today. For vlogging, unless it's a cinematic vlog that you want to be more creative, it's okay to use the Osmo Pocket 3 only. Or if you want a little bit more creative, because you can switch lenses, the Canon R8. The Canon R8 straight-out camera gives me very good colors, and even if you shoot in C-Log or C-Log 3, it's very versatile and it's very easy to color grade. But besides that, my favorite camera with which I shoot my short movies and do a lot of professional work with it is definitely the Sony ZV-E1. The Sony ZV-E1 has more than an option for the picture style. For example, as Cinetone, it's pretty amazing. It tends to reproduce straight out of camera some kind of cinematic colors with some flexibility. But where it shines is in the S-Log or S-Log 3. Some people complain about the color science of the Sony ZV-E1 or Sony cameras in general, but if you use S-Log 3 and you color grade it in post, well, you can achieve spectacular results. The Sony ZV-E1 has the same sensor of the Sony a7S III and most of all of the FX3, which is a cinema camera. So marketing the Sony ZV-E1 as a camera for vloggers is like marketing a Lamborghini for soccer moms. All right, I think that's it for today. I just needed to stay out a little bit, especially with my family. I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to try, because work is killing me. But hey, I don't want to talk about it now. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you aren't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah.